off. Today is day 280. Yeah, wow, 280 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with project number 2, the number guessing game. We finally made it through all the sort of basics, essentials of the specifications. And now we get to start chipping away. We still get to sort of fine tune and hone each of the basics specifications, but we've got the core essentials here so far, which I think is the important bit. Now we get to add in some additional sort of extra credit type functionality and polish things up even further and make sure they look all kinds of awesome. Let's set up. We've got. Let's do a quick rundown, make sure we have everything squared away. We have chat on our phone. Good, good, good. We have OBS up and running. Nice. We've got GitHub, Atom. We've got mic audio. We've got webcammy goodness. And I think we're all set. We are all set. Everything looks on the up and up. So, once more, as we look at the example, ta-da, this. This is what we're working towards. This is where we're at. Right. Hopefully. Yeah, that. So, the last thing we did last night was set up, and Topher was kind enough to add some additional comments to our video last night regarding new tips and tricks. We may actually set up a separate function and sort of essentially push the return guess statements. Very, very similar to this. So 0 to 100, we've got our go-to guess, 42. Still too low. 81. Damn, still too low. Okay, all right. Let's dream big and do 99. No? 92? 92. We'll do 92. Oh, okay. We were getting there. 96. Anyway, so logging all of these guesses, we're limited to 3, and all of these are kind of tied into that extra credit area down here. Limiting the or keeping track of the guesses, giving the user a maximum number. Example 3, blah, blah, blah. All of this sort of plays into itself. Here we've got the try again button that he briefly mentions down here. So all these little things will add on to ours. Right now, ours is very basic. Let's do the view, developer, JavaScript console. Let's go with 7. Submit. 7 is too high. See, we have ours, but when we go to update it, like 4, true, we can see that we have a random number sitting, ready and waiting. We're pretending we can't see it, but submit 4, too high, and we'll do now a correct guess. 2 and submit. You guessed correctly. So that's just a quick synopsis of where we're currently standing. Let's do a brief once over to make sure we've got most everything. I don't think we left anything out of the specifications, but we can always double check. So Your HTML page should include text input, check, and a submit button. Golden. Text, submit button. When a page loads, generates a random number using JavaScript. Indeed, it does. Random number doing its thing. We've got this guy. When we update it or refresh the page, it changes. It's something new. Beautiful, beautiful. Can be any range. We will expand our range later on. We will also be sure to reference what the range is on our page eventually. That way, they're not just throwing in random guesses into an infinite pool of numbers. The user should be able to input a number in the inbox and click the submit button. When the submit button is clicked, tell the user either blah, blah, and blah. So now we get to log. We're going to start to tie in all the extra credit stuff. Keep track of the number of times the user had made guesses. So even though we set up our return statements, like so, 5, it would update every time we guessed 6 instead of keeping them. And we did see that last night, but now we get to address that issue. And in tandem, we're also going to set up the following. Only give the user a maximum of 3 guesses before they lose. The user wins, give them the option to play again. Otherwise, click a play again button that will reset the game, generating a new number, blah, blah, blah. Although play again, fingers crossed, would also set a new number. So, I definitely don't think we'll get through all the extra credit stuff, but we're going to try and make a decent sized dent since a handful of them are all tied together. Add form validation to ensure the input field is not blank. The guess submitted is a number, and the guess is between your specified range of numbers, and of course that the user has not run out of guesses. Add transitions and animations to our game. We will see if we survive that long, right? So, day 280. Let's break some new ground. What to do first? Good question. That's a good question. What to do first? We want to get here. And we're currently here. Let's do... I want to do the number of guesses first. Let's limit the number of times they can submit a guess. Yeah. Now, what would need to happen if we did that? 6 is too high. 7. 8. Well, before we had set up the returned and the document and the inner HTML and all that noise, we were just doing console log, and it would load all 3 statements here in the console. If the data is being processed in JavaScript, maybe we could do a while loop within 3 guesses? No, that's crazy talk. Maybe? Maybe it's not. Hold on. How can we do that? While blank, 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 less than 3, no, equals 3. Wait. While blank is while guesses is less than 4, blah, 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 blah. Maybe we should do that. So that means we need to set up a guesses function variable. Oh, this is going to be brutal. We never use while loop. I can count the number of while loops we've used over the last 280 days. It's like 7 of them. The other 99.99% of the time, it's always been a for loop. And we've used like 3 for in loops. We're doomed. We're doomed. Let's just do this. Happy thoughts, Steven. Happy thoughts. Variable. Let's just call it guesses. What if we don't do guesses on the outside? What if we do the variable guesses on the... Nope, 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 because it's part of the while loop. See, down here, while guesses, which isn't a variable yet, but it will be. While guesses... Crap. We need, brackets. Not brackets, parentheses. While guesses is less than... 4? Yeah, as long as it's less than... So it'll stop after 3. It will run during 3. I was trying to figure out if 4 was inclusive or not, but because of the operator, it's good. It's good. It's late. We're always streaming after midnight, and then our mental capacity is just shot. This is why they say don't drive a car when you're sleepy. Well, they should also have don't code when you're tired. Although we have not followed that rule for like probably 270 of the 280 days, so we'd have a lot of work that we'd need to redo. While guesses less than 4, something should happen. Curly braces. I don't know why there was that stray semicolon. While guesses is less than 4, blankety blankety blank, when it receives data. God, maybe we need to put all of this noise, like, inside while. That be happening? No, that shouldn't be happening. That's crazy talk. Or is it? No, it's crazy talk. Hold on, thinking it through. No, it's a dumb idea. I was also going to say, what if we put our while loop inside of our function? Because here is when we're returning stuff. It should only do... What? Wait. I can see it in my head. I don't know if it works, but like when I think about how it would flow in my mind, it's kind of comforting. See, I would do this, and we just set this guy here. Let's tab forward 1. Okay, and then, since this is what's getting returned, we can just drop this inside. We do want that. This is our statements, our return stuff, and guesses will totally happen. Down here, we can have variable guess. Oh, this feels dirty. Not the good kind either, the, like, confused kind that makes you drop your sandwich. This is bad. Guesses. It feels okay. Slightly. And then I wanted to do, no, guesses equals... God, I hope this is okay. Guesses equals 0. That happens, and then we do guess plus plus. Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed. Guesses plus plus. We've upset the JavaScript gods. I know we have. But in my mind, this would increase each time we submit something. Each time we submit a guess, something would get run. And then that's a 0. And while guesses equals 0, we'll return this. Oh, you're so screwed. and then guesses plus plus, and that would increment, and it would continue, and then when it stops, and then there's going to be tears in our future. I just know it. God, we're doomed. 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 Keep track of the number of times the user just made guesses. Wait, crap, we're not even trying to limit the guesses to 3? Maybe that's a separate issue. Damn, I'm already mixing them together. I was trying to do the logging of the statements, logging the 3 statements, as the next thing I was gonna do. But I realized I was just trying to do that now. What I was trying to do right now, first, I just got carried away in my confusion, was limit the number of guesses in the first place to 3 times. Because that seemed to be the key of everything. Because also, if I could just limit the number of guesses, then I could just return all the guesses that happen. I could log them all, and then just have them display. And it's not that we're limiting the printout to 3. We're limiting the guesses that occur to 3. So it kind of solves itself. Oh, hey, Langley. How you doing? Hey, what's the task for today? Oh, well, chances are you just heard me rambling about where I'm currently roadblocked, if you will. For lack of a better phrase. So let's see. It's not so much we want to limit the printout like this. We may end up using a while loop, and it may be 4 guesses. We may actually keep a lot of this. But what we want to do, we can keep this. We can keep this, and hold on. Think it through, Steven. Think it through. It's basically the same thing, but for submit guesses. We can only return stuff. What if we don't do it at the end of it? What if we do it in the beginning? Maybe. Let's try that. Okay. Alright, hold on. Don't mind me. Just a moment. Think amongst yourselves. Tiny crisis. Okay, crisis mostly averted for now. Continuing on, what do we have to do? So, we're gonna move it. We're gonna move our while loop to the top, which means extract this, cut, dump that back down here, take all of this noise, and cut that. So a guess. That's yes. What if we do same kind of thing? We've got our variable submit guess. We have a variable guesses, which is our count, which starts at 0. And while guesses is 0, as long as it's less than 3, it will do this. Cut. Here. It'll do that. It'll set up variable guess, parse int, document, guess, element, value, blah. And then guess increments by 1. So from here, the party continues. We've got variable returned, and if all this noise happens. Oh, I hope that's okay. Get rid of this at the bottom. Let's save. D D D D D D D D D D D D D. I die, did I die? D D D D. 1 submit. 5 submit, and 3 submit, and 8. Damn. Okay, hold on. Didn't quite work. Did I set up my while loop wrong? There's like a 300% chance that I set up the while loop wrong. While loop. Wow. Nonsense. Maybe loops and iteration. We are so doomed. Yeah, see, variable blah, variable blank. N is, look at that, n is less than 3. That's exactly what we have. N++, blankety blah. That's textbook. Textbook example. Guesses is set to 0. Well, guesses is less than 4, because we want 3 guesses. We want this to happen. And then we want to increment guesses by 1 with each guess of the loop. And then all the rest of the noise to happen. Let's see. Oh, hey, Zero Love. What's today's objective? We are continuing on with the extra credit section. We're starting to do the fine-tuning of the app. Right now, currently, we're trying to set up limiting the user to 3 guesses. And then with that said, because they're only going to get 3 guesses, we do need to... There was the issue that we noticed towards the end of the stream yesterday, was that whenever we submit a guess, like this, it just updates it, like so. 9, 10, versus logging each guess like this, the 3. Now, what I realized, I kind of went on a confusion tangent like normal. I had initially tried to limit the printouts to 3, but I realized that wasn't necessary. We can just do the printouts as normal, even if there were 50 guesses. And in fact, I guess it's better this way in case we ever change the number of the guess limit. So, because we're limiting them to 3 guesses, there's only going to be 3 printouts. Ta-da! So the problem sort of solves itself. So that's why we're trying to set up... I had the while loop at the bottom before trying to limit it to 3, but then I realized I could move the while loop to the top. Sort of. Conceptually. Moved it higher up. And then kind of solve the problem. Cutting off the head of the snake, right? Anywho, lots of commenty things. Hey, okay, so Langley, your initialization of guesses is reset every time a guess is made. Damn it, really? Son of a bitch. Okay, well, that's tragic. Also, hey, Soundreal? How goes life? Langley, UK. What is happening is that the while loop is it goes in as 0, gets the guess from the element, adds 1 to guess plus plus, and then does it again. Crap. Okay. So it repeatedly gets the value of the element 4 times. Stack of death. Before guesses is greater than 4 and exits the loop. Basically, you made it take longer. Damn, damn, damn. All right. Tragic. Well, maybe I cannot make it longer. What would Steven need to do? But it's so straightforward. Blah. Iterates a loop as long as it's less than 3. How tragic. Okay, so... Oh, and the headache's setting in. Damn, damn, damn. Okay. So maybe... What if I move it inside the loop? That's not going to help anyone, because we need to reference it for the condition. It needs to be at least outside the loop. Langley, move variable guesses 0 outside of your submit guess function. Oh, you're so clever, Langley. Thank God you're here. Okay, way cool. That's where you've been declaring game settings. Oh, yeah, like math, like the random number. Okay, so they belong together. Cool. Look at that. Look at that. That makes way more sense. So this means we can bump that up just a bit. Drop that there. Pop this in. We'll try once more. Let's save this. Actually, we're going to try basically 1,000 times more, but we're not going to stop until we figure this out, roughly. Not talking about this stream in general, but emotionally. We gotta at least make it to the end of the year. Let's refresh ours. Okay, let's do this. Wait, comments from Langley. Now assume you wanted it so that if the guesses is less than 4, display a message. I do. Now I assume you wanted it so that if guesses is less than 4, display a message. A while loop is not what you're looking for. Aw, boo. Yeah, see, I was going for this. Each guess, try again, see. Let's do, yep, 42. Never gonna change. 42 is too high. Those lying, sneaky... Okay, 42. 21, half of it. Okay, too high, too low, yet again. 33. Not exactly in between, but damn, 40. So anyways, those 3 guesses, each one gets logged, and then there's the fun, not really congratulatory statement if you lose. We've only won once out of all of our attempts, but a final statement nonetheless. So, a while loop is not what you're looking for. You want a different type of conditional statement. Try an if statement. If 1, 2, and 3? Perhaps submit 7. 8. I think I did something tragic, because it said I guessed correct when it was 8, but it was supposed to be 9. I think I broke the... Guys, I broke the internet. Oh, or it's stopping. Did I already get my 3 guesses? 5. 2. 3. Watch that. Oh, damn. It's just giving up after 2, and then from there, 6, it's not updating. I broke it. Okay, so the while loop is ruining everyone's fun, and it's ruining my fun, so I need to do the whole if statement thing. If guesses is less than 3, blankety 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 blah, instead of while. Aha, that's what you were saying. If. I thought I was going to need to construct a whole new thing with a different logic, but while was just not the right tool for the situation. Understood. Took a minute. It's late. It's after midnight. We're confused. All right. Okay. Okay. So I think that's better. Now let's try again, and now we can see the difference between the the while loop, and now, fingers crossed, the potentially functional if statement. 1 is too low. 3 is too high. 2, we guessed correctly, and then let's throw in a bonus one. 4. Oh, boo. Okay, but something should happen. If blank blank, what if I change it to 6? Hmm. 7. Oh, it did. Wait a second. Hold on. It did stop. But why did it stop after 4? Oh my god, it's because it was 4. Okay. I'm dumb. I started it at 0. I was thinking it was starting with 1. Like, 1 guess, but... Bad, Steven. Bad. Look, I was thinking, we're starting at 1. 2, that's 1 guess. 3, that's the second guess. And then 4, no, just 0. The normal way numbers work. Oh, you sad son of a... Okay. Alright. Crisis averted. It's Steven. It was my fault. Crazy person's choice. Tragedy in motion. Let's try that once more. 2. We'll count down from 4. So we shouldn't be able to reach 1. 3. 2. Last guess. Submit. And then we go to put in 1. Bastards. It's still my fault. Did I not save? Did I not refresh the page? I think I did anything different. What if we make this a 7? It stops after that. Let's try saving and refreshing. I think I missed. I'm broken. I'm the problem of this. Hold on, wait. Chasing my tail. Don't we need it to be... greater than or equal to... 0, love. Wait, you made it so guesses have to be less than 3. Don't you want... Yeah, okay, see, right. Imagine going through the submit guess in your head. What happens on the first guess? Then the second. What is the flow in your code? Okay. Submit guess happens. If guess is 0, it rolls over once. This happens. Guess increases to 1. Something's returned. If this, then blah, 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 blah. Document goes out. Now that guess is 1, we submit a guess. 1 is less than 3. So this happens, guess goes up to 2, and all of the noise trickles through like normal, business as usual. We do another guess. And that will run it. Guess is still 2. This is the third one, right? Guess is still 2. It should run this, and then guess goes up to 3. All of the noise trickles through. We've got guess 0, which we're starting with. Guess cycles through everything. Then we have guess 1, which is our second one. And then, see, to visualize, 0 is our first round. It runs through, plus plus. That becomes a 1. We submit our next guess, runs through, plus plus, and 2. Three guesses, like if it were 0 indexed in an array. Anyways, continuing on. I must be crazy. There's a flaw in Steven's logic. I know there is. Also, what if I move the plus plus out of the if statement? What if I just set it in the regular code, inside guess? I mean, there was really no, like, benefit to having it in the if, right? It should just be going up anyways. When we submit a guess, if guess is less than that, it should go ahead and do that anyways. Right? Langley, what happens when I guess the 4th time? Well, if we're starting at 0, and we run through, blah, guess stuff, everything, that goes up to 1. This becomes a 1. Now we submit our next guess. It checks, so it starts at a 1, or it's looking at it, it is a 1, it runs through, it does all this. That goes up to 2. This becomes a 2. It looks at all of this. Guess plus plus. All of that noise. Guess goes up to 3 now. And then 3 comes here. We wanted it to be less than 3, but it was 0 indexed. We did get our 3 guesses. The 4th time, nothing should happen here. Oh, that's the setting up. It's not, you're right. It's not pulling the guess anymore, but it's doing the rest of it. Oh, when I hit submit that, it's not pulling the guess. And it runs through the noise of submit guess. Fascinating. So I need to move stuff around. I need to put the rest of that noise inside the if statement. That's probably what needs to happen. But let's run it and find out. Let me clear up all this noise. Okay. So it's where I've got everything located. That's the problem. Damn. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Oh. Okay, let's do this. So that's been saved. This has been updated. Let's do 6. Submit. 6 is too low.
7 is too low, and 8. Ta-da, guess correctly. And then what happens with 9? Still guess correctly. What if we put it down to 1? You guessed correctly. Okay, so there's all that. At least it was just the 3 on the spot. So that's good. It dies after 3 now. But now we want to log each of the following things. And we had a handy note from Topher regarding what to do. Don't mind me. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Just looking at stuff. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Die da die die dee 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 die die dee 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 dee. Let's go ahead and pause this noise. Let's look at the messages that Topher added to our stuff yesterday. So, from the submit guess function, you can call the return guess function and pass it a string you want sent to the HTML document. Like 6 is too high. So that's what I'm trying. Well, that's something that I can update this section with as well. So, back to the current task at hand. We've got a new number. 2, 4, and 6. Too low. Let's do 7. Guessed correctly, because it wasn't looking... Oh, that's what's happening the 4th time. Okay, that's what's happening the 4th time. I get it now. So what's happening the 4th time is exactly this. We're sending it, but because it doesn't get the data, this is... It's like a null value, and it doesn't know what to do, so it's returning the else. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So on the 4th guess, this stops running, and it can't receive the guess. Aha! So since guess is null, that means it bypasses all the high and low guesses, and is just essentially defaulting to you guess correctly. Fascinating. Good times. Alright. So, with that said, we've got all kinds of stuff that we should do with that. So, continuing on with Topher said, from the submit games function, you can call the return guess function. So from submit games, well, let's see. Now that we came to terms with that, we should probably put all of this inside the if guesses 3. And all we would need to do is drop this down here. At least instinctively, that's my guess on what to do. Let's tab that forward. Tab this, that, and I guess we can move all of it, really. Ta-da! Nice. Save. There we go. Save. Dee 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 ba do 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 do. Okay. So from there, don't mind me, just trying to piece together this tragedy. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Update. Race. Good times. So 3. Let's do 1, 2, and 4. That's right, because it will change to high 4. And now we can do 3. Ah, it doesn't change. We did it. Look at that. Cool. Alright, good times. So, what's going down? Alright, test it out. Ah, James Does Games. Hey, man. Hey to you, James. James Does Games, you should mod me. I try my best to help and show up. That is true. That is true. And Zero Love Langley should be a mod. Also true. As of now, I've been very sort of limited as far as the mods go because my schedule is just so hilariously all over the place. I don't want to like burden anyone with moderatorship. Is that a thing? I guess it doesn't change your guys' schedule too much whether you guys have it or not. The only actual current mod is Topher, and that only happened after 6 months. I think that was actually on the 6-month stream for that day. And another thing, as far as mods go, we don't encounter too many mega trolls / asshats wandering through here. So I didn't know if it was necessary to have more, or like I didn't necessarily want everyone to be a mod. I only have like 3 people per stream strolling in here, and 90% of the time it is like regulars. So I wasn't sure. I'm still sort of figuring out the whole moderatorship ratio. But this is just a highlight. This is the sort of noise that Topher's been doing since day 1, as far as like mod type things prior to getting the mod stuff. So I'm just sort of letting him deal with the mod stuff for now. But I agree, we probably should add more mods. I just don't know when the right time is or what the proper protocol is. Again, I've only got 1 mod. I mean, we can count the days that I've been streaming in the title, 279. It's still all very new. I'm not sure what to do, but that's all. He endured a lot to reach moderatorship, if that's a thing. But yeah, that's all. And I do appreciate the help and stuff. But if moderatorship is a thing, we can definitely look into that. James' game. So is my schedule. I don't have one. I live on Twitch. Fascinating. So maybe that doesn't. Maybe the crazy schedule isn't an issue. Zero Love. Legit Langley tries his best to teach you. Honestly think he should be a mod. I agree too. No, God, little cat. Langley UK. Cool, I'm fine with that at all. I'm basically on holiday, so chances of regularly catching this, these are slim. James Does Games. Well, I mean, the upside to doing the multiple mods is, again, Topher's got his, as much as he does frequent the stuff or view the VODs and then add oh god, little cat. You know what, we're just gonna let her do her thing. Something about stuff. Anyways, it's sort of limited having just 1 mod. Are you... Don't knock over the webcam. Down, Whiskers. Down. Try not to right click or delete anything. anyways, I do think it would be beneficial having mods for the different time zones because my schedule, oh god, gravity, because the schedule's all over the place. So I do think it would be beneficial to add more. I'm just sort of waiting. I'm going to kind of ramp up the try to establish a more consistent schedule, try to stream more. There's going to be like a brick wall that happens at the end of the year. So I've already gone over 9 months just like writing out all of this. We're going to be getting a new computer basically towards the end of the year. We're going to be streaming actual games once we get the new computer or via Xbox One. And just there's going to be more content, not just coding. And then at that point, yes, we will need mods out the kazoo. So just bear with us as we endure. But that's all. That was a crazy rant. Fortunately, Little Kitty moved away. James does gain advertise on Facebook for an hour after you start your stream. Oh, yeah, I should do that. I should do all of that. Family Guy. Yeah, Family Guy is a constant thing. That is a staple in my daily diet. James does game cat butt. Very true. Get back to work. Zero love is right. Zero love is right. Focus. This bit is what I'm trying to pull off. From the submit games function, you can call the return guest function and pass it a string that you want to send to the HTML document, like 6 is too high, and then I would actually separate the logging the message into a new function. It helps keep your logic abstracted from the DOM manipulation. All right, and I think those are all beneficial, helpful tips and tricks. So there we go. There we go. Let me help with your PC. I'm starting a PC company. Oh, fascinating. You cut off my message. Well, we've got weird limitations, as you can see with the pirate mic and the obscure webcam setup. We've got a hand. Oh, and this is okay. Prepare yourselves for another brief rant. We've gone over the PC rant before, so we'll make it quick. But anyways, due to our odd limitations, the stream schedule, all this noise, I've found a small. Basically, I'm limited to a mini PC. That's why I've got a Mac Mini now. So I don't really have a place for a giant desk tower. I suppose I could get a desk PC, but I'd prefer to keep my current desk. But we've been looking at Zotac in the meantime, because they have some awesome mini PCs with liquid cooling processors, graphics cards, and it's in a nice little package. So it's right up our alley. But yeah, we can chat PC stuff in the future. Don't mind me. Tiny minor crisis. Hold on. All right, crisis averted. Yet again. Something about chat. Your love. Build your own PC and stream it. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I can get you game PC for 500. Nice, nice. That would definitely be cheaper than the Zotac machine we were looking at. Yeah, we were looking at. We're gonna do it because we can. Zotac. Yeah. No, no hard drive and RAM because we can swap in our own. But damn, its price went up. It was down to 1,600. Oh yeah, look at that, 1,600. So yeah, way cool. But you know, it does stuff and things. But yeah, so liquid cooled mini PC, and it's just a little guy. But yeah, it's all kinds of funds. That's what we had. And it's kit-ish because they've got the option of you can get it where it comes with a tiny SSD and a larger spinning hard drive, but I would just supply all my own stuff. Samsung recently released their newer line of the M.2 NVMe little hard drives or SSD chips, so that's all kinds of fun. It can do all that goodness, but I digress. Again, there's the premium for the small form factor, an obscure, not, I don't know if it's quite necessary for the liquid cooling, but our current computer is all kinds of terrible. For $40 more, I can get you better processor, plug and play, FX 63,000, 4 cores enabled. Please don't buy that. Don't waste your cash. It'll be outdated before you ever get to the point where you run software that uses those parts to their max. They will come out with faster, cheaper parts before you max out your PC. Please don't get 4 cores. Still works. Please don't. 4 cores still works great in today's stuff. Most games don't even take. Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about so much the gaming front. The issue is really the content actual side, because I am doing both. It's not so much just a gaming PC. Because again, I've got one of the external Elgato HD 60S capture cards. I've got an interesting setup for my TV and different gaming consoles, Xbox One, and soon to be a Switch. But I've got a whole archive of old gaming consoles, and also just picked up one of the new Super NES classics. So anyways, lots of HDMI stuff that'll be pumping through, but again, as of right now, this was the issue that I ran into prior to this whole year of streaming, was that my current Mac Mini is just below the minimum requirements to utilize the Elgato HD 60S. So I wanted to get a new computer because my computer's like 7 years old, just kind of ride out that wave. Because I'd prefer to go spend more up front, ride that tech wave for longer. But I do a fair amount of, I guess, just video processing. Because I go to concerts fairly frequently. I've already gone to like 6 concerts or more this year, and it takes forever for my computer to process. It's like a 7-year-old dual core i5, and it takes like 24 to 36 hours to process an hour-long video, or like an hour and a half long concert. And I stream daily, so I can't have my computer spending 36 hours processing that. So anyways, it's brutal, but that's more of why I wanted the 1080 for the graphical performance to render that stuff. And then the better CPU, that'll just, I can grow into it. It's not so much that I'm just looking for a machine to sort of meet my needs now. It's ideally in the long run, and then I can still swap bits out in the future. But anywho, what are we looking for? Come out. Stone 4 cores still work great today. D. Most games don't even. Oh well, that i7 was a 4 core. Games is games. FML, call me on Discord. I'll explain everything. That's all on your GPU, which that's also my current Mac Mini. It just has one of the old integrated Iris something or others, but that's why I'm looking for any machine with a dedicated GPU. And I know I could get there's all kinds of stuff. They've got great builds on Reddit, and there's plenty within the $500 and below range. So we'll get there. Dreaming big. Just so you know, every 1080 Ti that exists is equal. They might be clocked down or have less RAM. They're the same components, just different name brand. Their cooling is also different, and the flash can be good times. Good times. Yeah, no, it's I think the main difference is that this particular 1080 just gets less power. So it's that I was looking at. But anywho, yes, we can do a deep dive into PC discussion via Discord in the future. Zero Love is right. Get back to work indeed. Focus. Even focus. And Cozy QQ, what up? I don't even remember where we were leaving off. Ah, yes, trying to accommodate the following from the submit guesses function right here. From in here, we can call the return guesses function. Do we still even have return guesses? Yes, returned is what we're looking for. This. And paste it and pass it a string you want sent to the HTML document. Like 6 is too high. I would actually separate the logging of the message into a new function. It'll help keep your logic abstracted from your DOM manipulation. I'm concerned about the stuff. James just don't do anything irrational. We need to talk so I can explain it all. No, I'll definitely be sure to reach out. That is a shit ton of cash. Yeah, no, I didn't know why it was at the 1900 before. Again, I had seen it down to like 15 or 16 for all of that noise. So, because I know also, like, there was the breakpoint. I was willing to spend more for the form factor. I know out of that, I was only getting like $900 to $1,200 worth of performance, if even, probably closer to just under $1,000 worth of performance. It's the small form factor that really raised the cost of that particular rig. I know if I were to just build out a regular PC, it would be a lot easier, both on the wallet and in general. But trying to accommodate my current setup, I was looking for something that can be smaller. So, anywho, not worth that either. Fair enough. Fair enough. Building a mini board PC, a lot cheaper. All right. Well, I'll be sure to verify before I pull the trigger or anything. Even before that, we can discuss details and dynamics. something about moving the stuff. Alright. So calling it to what end? We set up a separate function altogether? Let's do function because we ended up setting it up so we're just referencing returned, which is here. And I know sort of the output will still be somewhat similar. It's just kind of housekeeping too. And along the line of best practices, which best practices are fun, function, return guess. You call return guess, we should pass it something. Wait a second. No, hold on. Before I do anything drastic. Langley, Topher is explaining that submit guess is basically processing the guess, calculating if it's correct, if it's not, etc. Okay, so it's doing all the work within that. He's suggesting that you should have another function, whose sole purpose is just to manipulate the DOM, actually add the messages to the page. Separate the functionality. Okay. So instead of the entire storm and process happening within the guess, have the sending of the info extracted from here, set into another function, and just kind of relay the data between the two. I could and should do that. I'm up for it. In the meantime, I want to check one of the other extra credit bits and see if we can tackle that prior to... Before I do that, let's... How do I want to log all 3 printouts. That's what I want to do. I want to log all 3. So right now, we get 7, 8, 9, submit, and then 10. Ta-da. Dead in the water, perfect. But we want all 3 to appear like so. Blank, 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 and then the final thing. So that's what I need to do. I wonder if it would actually be easier, it probably would be, to continue trying to set it up and then build out the limited 3 printouts from there. Yeah. James does games. That was a stress release. One more soul saved from those greedy bastards on the internet. Langley UK, the advantage of separating this out, you will eventually change the code which is used to display the message, is because one of the extra credit steps is to display all the messages. Okay. So I should probably separate this out now then. We'll do function, oh god, return guess. Parameter. Curly stuff. That would be, I guess I can take this. Which parts of this do I want to move? Well, that's the part that's sending it. And there was this at the bottom of submit. I think that stays there because that's the click event for submit guess. We're dealing with return guess. So we'll have at least that, and processing all of it would happen here. So we'd also want returned, because that's what we're looking for, equals returned. So we'd want all of this as well. Cut that. Yeah. Returned guess, variable returned, if guess up here is blankety blank. Now, do I need... Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, that's fine. If guesses is 3, variable guess that, guess plus plus. Document get element by ID, blankety blank. Function, variable returned, if blah 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 blah. Okay, so there's that. Wait. I did wrong stuff. Hold on. I didn't solve anything, did I? One line. Here's the thing, 10 on a laptop board isn't the same. Whole other beast. Oh yeah, no, I knew it. It was a weird setup for that computer too, because it actually requires 2 power supplies, because they're laptop power supplies. It's a strange, again, the reason why we ended up looking at was due to our odd limitations, but anyways, Langley, the function body is... Wait, the function's body is correct. What does the single line... What does that single line need to work? The function's body was correct, okay? The function... So, that was before. 1, 2, 3, and back. So the function's body was correct, and we can envision this line was up here accordingly. What does that single line need to work? This, all it needs to work, document.getHTML by ID from returned. It's pulling from returned. No. It's sending to return. It's sending to return. And it needs to equal that. So all of this is information that it needs to send to the HTML. That's right, my bad. So it's going to send it to here. It's sending it to there. And all it needs is it equals returned. Okay, so that's all it needs. So variable returned. Okay. Is this along the same lines as guesses again, where it should be a part? Oh god, where it should be a part of all of this? Maybe. Because then if it's a global variable, then both functions can access it. Variable returned, blah blah blah. And what does that need? Well, it does need the if. He was just getting too tired to help him code at this moment. I can't really code myself. Fair enough, fair enough. Topher Gates notes had a suggestion. You're right, they did have a suggestion. From the submit games function, you can call the return function. So that's one thing. So, oh wait, from the submit games function, you can call it. So that would be something very similar to just returned games, but with inside here to some degree. We'll get there. We'll get there. So you can call it and pass it a string that you want to send the HTML document, like 6 is too high. Oh, wait. So I could call the function, with this, instead of returned equals blah 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 blah, I can just do this and then have that go, right? I think that's what he was saying. Copy. Good. So the ta-da, and is that weird? That's strange, isn't it? Is that what I'm supposed to do? It feels wrong. I think I missed a step. Maybe that's right. Need more coffee, just takes a few hours to kick in, then I'm gonna do something else to get energy so I never do anything useful. How would that look? If that's the parameter, but what's it supposed to do with it? That doesn't help anyone. Variable returned. Oh, no, I shouldn't be doing that. Command Z. That's return, and if I call it, and if I return it with returned, ta-da. Is that any better? Dear God. We've totally... We've totally lost all hope. We're doomed. I'm just making things worse. I probably shouldn't have done the 12 different tangents this stream. Although not that the tangents are any less productive than me just being generally confused. But I used all of my will to think yammering. Okay. So... as they say in the real world, make it work, then revise it. Yeah, I can see why that is the case. Because just getting it functional and working seems to be the way to go. And then polishing afterwards. It's just I feel like this is that next step that I'm trying to achieve though. Even though it is polishing, I think it's the step in the right direction. And I think it should make the rest of my antics even easier. Fingers crossed. Easier is a strong word in this particular setting, but nevertheless, Langley UK. What do you need to change on line 37 if you are now passing a parameter? What do I need to change on line 37? Oh, the thing. Here it is. Here it is. Ta-da! Returned. That's the thing. That was close. That was close. Okay, so here, is that really gonna work? I should still move returned outside, right? That way, this can be accessed by both functions. If you are, what do you need to change on line 37 if you're passing in a parameter? Proof of the concept, then perfectionism. That's how I do it. It's all good. Just one more change. What do you need to change on line 37 if you're passing in a parameter? We give it that. We establish the parameter that we're passing it. So all of this stuff can happen, but for both of them to work, do I need to call it in this? I do need to call it in that. I'm calling this. Should I move the function above? Or is that weird? I don't think I need to have this function above. I don't think it changes anything. Dear love, trial and error, test it out. I agree. I agree. Thug life. Let's do this. Let's do first Manzi. Have it below. Save. Trial and error. We're gonna live dangerously. Refresh. 3, 2. 2 is too low. 4, too high. 3 is correct. 6. Nothing happens. Fair enough. And I think that's okay that it's still functioning, right? Returned blank equals returned. I guess that works. We do this, move it up top, paste, command save, refresh, 4, and submit, and 5. That's totally cool. If we do, it's correct because we can keep going. We don't have a limit for it to stop the game when we get it correct. Another thing we need to add. 6 is too high, and followed by 5. Okay, so both work. What about this? That should have a semicolon. And when it's commented out, does that actually stop anything? Command save. Since we can test. Oh, yeah, that pissed him off. That's bad. We don't want it uncommented out. That is a key. this is working just fine. Refresh. And 1. Submit. Ta-da, it works. Don't comment out this guy. That is important. That is a thing that should be noted. So that works there. Now, how do I log each one of those? We've got 1 function, 2, 3. Okay, there's that. What else should we do? So that's been separated. The next recommendation was it actually separate the logging the message into a new function. It keeps your logic extra. Okay, I think that's just regarding the same stuff mostly. God, I hope so. We don't need our while loop guide. We got rid of our while loop. Now to keep each one, we're updating guess, which is the problem. We want to log it as a new line. What if we were to implement like a for loop to change the variable? You know, we could call it like guess I and then have it load guess 1 or 0, 2 and 3 and 4. Is that weird? Is that wrong? Let's try it. I think it's strange, but so guess I think we'd want would we call it guess I out of the gates? Zero Love, why not try creating a new span for each guess? I like that. That sounds way easier. Probably wrong. Well, I think we've done the for loop nightmare before, where we have a variable name, like guess, and then guess 1, and it prints, guess 2, and it prints to a new thing, and then guess 3, and it'll log all of that. That means we all need to update it with guess blank blank blank. They all need to become guess I. Send it over with a new span. Or guess I. You know what? It'd be the same thing if we were to do the span, because then it could be span ID I. You know, no, probably not, you know. Everyone else knows, I don't. I feel like it'd be using the same solution. I'd just be spreading it through the if, or I would be applying it to the ID of the span that I'm passing it to. Where'd it go? Here. And also, if both of these worked, let's have return guess below. But that. So there's that. Save. Yeah, let's try the guess stuff. But for loop blank, what will be the I? Is it really guess? Oh, we're so tired, but there's so much determination. But we're just aimless. We're floating at sea, determined to survive. Where would I put the for loop? Let's just start typing. For variable I I'm just trying to think through my options or the logistics in general. Anyways, for I guess? Is it guess? It's regarding guess. This seems wrong. This is all wrong. A for loop would work. There are many solutions for this requirement. Langley was creating a new span tag. Langley was creating a new span tag or p tag, another solution for this problem. Yeah, that would work as well. Okay, cool, good. Lots of happy faces and excitement. I could be up for that too. The best thing about not using a for loop is you don't need to store the previous guesses in JavaScript. You have already placed the previous guess on the page. You've already placed the previous guesses on the page. You can append an element after element. You know, that crossed my mind. Instead of setting up the for loop to do guess 1, 2, 3, and 4, I was thinking of just using the value of guesses. So now that you mentioned that, that is a fair game. Because I knew it was going to count 0, 1, 2, because we start at 0. And with the many for loops I've done, they always start at 0 because we're indexing arrays and blah, blah, blah. And anyways, so if we could leverage that instead, that would be cool. So guess 1 is a number and all of this will happen. If guesses, all of this noise happens. But we want to update that as well, or tell it to go do something with itself. How do I tell it to do that? Also, I guess I'd be doing it here, down here as well. This is brutal. So, since we're returning stuff, I think we'd want to do it below. Langley, so you can, as you've separated the logic from, okay, cool, alright, my hunch was sort of right. Again, I'm falling in the right direction. Langley, okay, as you have separated the logic from the DOM manipulation, you don't have to modify the submit guess function. This requirement only needs changes in return guess function. Nice, nice. Everything here gets to live just as it is. Bitchin'. Here, though, return 1, 2, and 3. We don't just want to update returned. We want to keep all 3. How do I tell it to hold the old one and update the new one? Like not console log. Wait. For loop with, and I set it up in HTML where I return one hold on, 1 2 3. Is this weird? Copy 1 2. I feel like that's wrong. I think there's a better way to do this, but the only thing that I can currently this sucks. I can see it. Again, there's been 279 days prior to this. It's like I've seen it all before. It's like trying to wake up from amnesia. I could only assume that's the feeling. God, I can... Oh, this is so frustrating. But like, so here I can see 0 and 1 and 2, but I don't think I need to create all 3 here. I think I can tell it to make them in JavaScript. I know if I do that, I mean, I know I'm always also gonna always have a set amount. My concern is if I don't have a set amount, not having a set number of guesses. What I would like to see, only give the user a maximum number of guesses. 3 guesses. I think 3's a perfect number and totally reasonable. But what if someone were to get this program 5 years from now and they're like, hey, let's bump it up to 5 guesses? If I hard code 3 guesses only, and then the final statement, this was the right number, you win, you lose, whatever the last statement is, that doesn't change, versus if I set it up over here some now, or here some way, they can adjust how many guesses they get, just like they can adjust how many numbers they're guessing through. Like here would be 51. If we didn't want to guess 1 through 10, it could be 1 through 50, or in the example case, it's 101, and I want to be able to show that. So I think, what would I need to do to have this work out like that, where it can be updated in the future? Simple and succinct, yet efficient. Okay, hold on. Langley, you've separated the logic from the DOM manipulation. You don't need to you don't have to modify submit guesses. This requirement only needs changing in return guesses. Function, COSI, brainstorming. Yes, at least we're trying. Try your solution out, trial and error, will do. Just use 1 for now. Okay, and then API jQuery add. This what you want? Possibly. Dot add. Maybe. We've used dot add before. In a jQuery object. Well, let's look at it over here as well. Dashboard stuff. Where's the link? 2 links. COSI. Use it like this. 1 and 2. Oh, hold on. I guess we missed the first one. Nice. And Pause. Is the add? No, I guess we missed both. Okay, so let me move out of this. Zero Love, I told you to append yesterday. Yes, you are absolutely right. I shoulda. I didn't know it was gonna turn into this monstrosity. But yeah, when we saw our single line returning, I figured it was gonna be a quick fix. We could just hit the ground running. Don't worry about using Cozy. Don't worry about using jQuery. It's overkill. Also, it just kills. Okay. Fair enough. But if one were to use jQuery, since we've got it here, we can at least look at it per se. Given a jQuery object that represents a set of DOM elements, which is what we've got going on, the .add method constructs a new jQuery object from the union of those elements and the one passed into the method. The argument .add can be pretty much anything that $accepts, including jQuery selector or expression references to DOM elements or HTML snippets. Don't assume that this method appends the elements to the existing collection in the order they are passed. And all the elements are members of the same DOM, resulting. Okay, yeah. Ideally, it would be fun, but we'll steer clear for now. Div stuff, ID paragraph, JavaScript, variable new paragraph equals document.createElementP. I think create element is our friend. That's probably what we're looking for. Variable text, document create text node. Yes is too low or whatever it is. Alright, and the new paragraph, append child next. Document get element by ID, paragraphs, append child new paragraph. So that would be the life cycle on how to create those new elements. Noted. So we have div paragraphs. So we need to set up a div. That's the first thing we need. We need to set up a div for the paragraphs. Guesses. Do we have an ID of guesses anywhere over here? I don't think we do. So let's do that. Div hell guesses. Div class or ID equals guesses. Don't mind Knees fiasco, our face is melting. Oh god. Save yourselves, children. We're leaking. I'm a monster. Don't look at me. Yeah. Okay. There's one bit down. Here is another div. just a closing div. Well, maybe. Oh god, our leg. Super death. Oh, cramping up. Cramping up. What are we looking for? We are looking for the following.
Oh god.
Keep pushing on. Leap is for the weak. So we set up our div, and then from there in JavaScript, we have a new paragraph, which would be, you can just call it new P. New guess, new P. We will be creating paragraph elements. So new P, and then variable text, document.create node, all of that noise, which I guess would be our returned stuff that we're currently dealing with all over here. So text, document.create text node would equal us calling returned? Is that it? Or would equal all of this? We'll figure it out. And then, long story short, mostly, new paragraph, append to child, or text, document get element, paragraphs, append to new paragraph. Okay, okay. Well, all kinds of fun comments have been happening. Skills. You can look at this, but if you're learning web dev in 2017, you are not but you're learning web dev in 2017. You're not old school jQuery. Okay. Fair enough. Cozy. Site doesn't work. Portfolio. Don't have anything currently. SSL certificate down. 0. Want to check my portfolio and recommend something? That's fun. Yay, collaboration. At least something productive that's meaningful is occurring here. Not regarding my project, but at least here on the channel. So, cool. Make the header larger. Change the font. Look at this. Real things are happening. That's awesome. God, I wish it was that easy for me. We'll get there. To be able to take someone's instructions and just know what to do. We gotta work on that. Skills section is bitchin', apparently. Thanks for changes, good. I'm not sure. I don't think you want to commit your Firebase API key. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds important. And anything important should be dealt with caution. So, pro tip. Are you using Webpack? This should be... I want to know what you guys are doing. That sounds way more interesting than my issues. In your case create text node returned, is that what's happening? Okay, so it is returned. Gets thrown in there. Awesome. So this means, wait, that means if we're putting returned in here, that, hold on. This means all of this JavaScript stuff goes in the returned guess function. Okay, I was wondering where it goes. Crazy person's choice. My bad. Okay, but that's what's happening. So I want to do the following. I'll be able to get rid of... I will be able to get rid of that. eventually. But in the meantime, we're doing this. So we've got our div stuff set up. It is called crap. It's not actually called crap, but I forgot. It's called guesses. Should we really have it called guesses? Or should we call it returned? True, leave it as guesses. So we've got guesses floating there. Variable guess, variable new guess, new paragraph, variable new p, new p equals document dot create element new paragraph. Cool. Okay. Okay. Followed by variable text. Do something. Do something. Variable text will equal the following. Document dot create text node. Text node. No F. No straight Fs. Returned. Copy. Now, with me doing this, I think that eliminates the need for line 39, doing the whole inner HTML thing and the returned stuff there. I'm pretty sure that makes that dead in the water, which also means I don't need to worry about the paragraphs needing an ID. It's just going to create ID-free paragraphs here in this section. Interesting. Cool. So, with that said, now we can do new p.append child text. God. Trigger happy. New p dot append child, like so, text. Okay. That followed by, oh, we still do have the document get element, so it's just simply changing, we're updating it. Less hilarious. So instead of returned, that makes so much more sense. Instead of returned, in our paragraph, we had paragraph return. Now it's on the hunt for guesses, which I guess we could keep as guesses. I don't mind if we have it as returned. Trying to figure out on what I want to call all this stuff. Guesses. Yeah, we'll do guesses. And dot append child. Copy. But instead, we want new p. New paragraph. Alright, fingers crossed. This is... Oh god, I did Command Z. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Redo. Command S. Not Command Z. If you want to save, do Command S. Alright, there's that. Let's also save our HTML as well. And then we can refresh stuff. Ta-da! Let's try this. 4. Okay, things are still working. 5. Oh my god, it's starting to build onto itself. This is spectacular. And 6. I wasn't expecting any of this to work. Holy shit. Oh my god. It worked. Yeah. They said it wouldn't, but it did. Actually, everyone said that would work, but in particular, Kosi. But look at that. We've got our 3. Just like the example. I mean, it's nowhere near as pretty as the example, but, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. That was totally worth it. Also, the Coder Pig. Hey all, what's the project? Guess the number game. Ah, okay. Yes, gripping. Gripping, right? One of our viewers, Topher, hooked us up with some projects. Yeah, a handful of projects, some basic good beginner level type stuff. Here's an example of one of them. Ours is not quite as cool, but we're getting there as we follow along with the instructions. More of goals, bullet points, not a lot of instructional stuff. The instructional stuff has happened the 279 plus days prior to this nightmare. But we'd been focused on a lot of tutorial sites like Code Academy, Code Wars, Free Code Camp, and we'd been sort of stuck in a tutorial rut, if you will, for a very long time, basically 9 months. So now Topher supplied us with all these handy projects so we could get used to coding on our own machine via Atom, other stuff like that. So trying to break the ice, make some progress, and we're doing it slowly, day by day, little bits of progress. And I think that's a good enough win for Steven. Now we're starting to get a lot of the essentials. We've limited, at least for today, keep track of the number of the times the user has made a guess. So we are doing that because we're counting the number of guesses and then we're limiting it, and it stops after that. So only give the user a maximum number of guesses. Currently, they've got 3. So that's good. And then also, if the user wins, give them an option to play again. We can set that stuff up in the future. But we'll get there. I think we're going to leave that bit and on starting tomorrow. Let's make sure we saved everything. I think we can maybe start to wind down. Langley, have you been committing to GitHub each time you finish? I have not. I was going to save it and update it to, or I was going to push it to GitHub after I completed the project. I probably should be updating it every single day, but, yeah, I was just going to submit the submitted projects to GitHub. I did download the desktop app. There was that whole terminal fiasco. Oh god, that was horrifying. Like, what, 4 or 5 days ago? Dear god. Trying to set it up via command line through terminal on my computer. That was tragic. The following day, I just downloaded the app, or the desktop app for GitHub, and that was so much easier. Oh my god. And it was especially a lot easier because I have, you know, the 2-factor authentication. So instead of having to deal with getting a token, which in theory it would have been great practice for me to do. I've done it a couple times, once or twice before. But anyways. Let's see. James, don't go. Langley, best practice is to commit / push each time you finish. All right, we should get there. Terminal is fun. Langley, especially after completing a piece of functionality like what we have. Zero Love, you can commit push with Atom. I guess we'll need to set it up. I can do that tomorrow, perhaps. Or should I set it up now? Do I open the desktop app and push stuff now? I can push stuff now. Let me close out some of these stray tabs, though. Don't need... Actually, we're going to leave that open in case we need to access chat for... But let's open up... Let's do it... OBS. Do. So we should open the stuff. We are looking for... It was the desktop, not github.com, because that's where Topher's instructional stuff is handled. We want GitHub desktop. Let's move that up a bit. Let's open that. Find it. Damn. Where the deuce? Where in the hell did it go? Download. Huh. Weird. Totally thought it would have been... You know, you think a purple cat would stand out more, but guess not. Each his own. So GitHub... Oh, yeah, let's move the... Wow. Boom. There we go. No one believed us. There it is. Ta-da. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo-dee. Tragic. Properties. Order. Is there a reset? Is it reset transform? God, I hope it's okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're alive. So... Here we go. Here we go. I should... No, tiny cat. This is no time for little cat. There you go, little cat. Knocking things over. Let's back out of this. Is that window big enough? That window's big enough. Yeah. We're good. We're good. So, no repositories found. Tiny cat, if you do anything to sabotage the stream, you'll be sleeping in the hall all night. Didn't even refresh. Did I need to refresh? Do it right now. Terminal is fine. Make a new repository. Not sure if you've already done that. I thought there was a repository. I must have been mistaken. Hey, cat, move your ass out of the mic. What are you doing with your life? Here, go play in the darkness. All right. Hold on here. So let's look at GitHub in general. I don't even know. I practically never navigate. Aside from, I know where to find the projects, which I starred, but what am I looking for? I assume I go to repositories. Popular repositories, my personal one, maybe. We don't need the hello world anyone. We don't need the hello world anymore. We will be setting up a similar one, I assume, for BDX number game. But that's just a shot in the dark. I don't even know what's happening. What's the difference between the personal repository and the hello world one? This one, I think, is the personal. Why don't we just load everything here? Is that bad Yeah, a bad practice. Confused. I guess create a new one. So instead of creating new on the web, I think I should create a new one here. Current repository, select a repository. 0 drop-down functionality. Oh, there's some drop-down. Yeah, no repository. So I should do that. I'm just delirious. Do I want to add a local one or just create? I assume create it. 1, 2, 3. Wait, don't load it in Hello World. That's a different project. Fair enough. Cool. So create a new repository for each project. That's the first mystery we've solved. PDX for number. Number guessing game. Is that cool? Hopefully that's a good enough description. Local path. User Steven documents GitHub. Sure. Should I change that? There's this no. Oh, you guys can't see my desktop. That's fine. There's a desktop or desktop. There is. Well, let's do choose. Let's do choose. Oh, that doesn't show anything useful to you guys. Of course it doesn't. Close. Cancel. I have a folder on my desktop that's named BDX Number Game. Exactly the same as this. I get the feeling. Copy. I should change it to desktop. Slash BDX Number Game. Or is that crazy talk? Maybe I should get rid of all of that. Choose desktop and number game. Open. Oh, see, look at that. User path. So that's where all the current files are stored right now. Zero Love, you can create a new repository online for now and upload online. You can figure out how to use the PC version of GitHub tomorrow. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's kill this. Let's hide the following. Cancel. Close. That's gone. New. I can even do it on the web. Wait, wasn't this the issue we ran into last time? That it was some tragic event where I used terminal and it was like a never-ending spiral of sadness. That's what I was trying to avoid this time. BDX Number Game. Public. Do I initialize with the README? I don't think I need to. This will let you immediately clone the repository to your computer. Sure. No. Yay or nay on the initialize nonsense. I think I did no last time. Git ignore none. Pretty sure it's none, and no license needed. Don't really need the README. Create repository. Okay. So quick setup. If you've done this kind of thing before, setup in desktop or https blankety blankety blank. We recommend every repository include blank 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 or create a new one on the command line, or push or import code. Which one do I do? Quick setup. I like the idea of quick. That sounds fun. That sounds like a close out now kind of thing. Am I gonna need terminal again? God, I hope I don't need terminal. Terminal's tragic. At least for now. It's scary. There's the green font on the black background, and I don't know what to do. Then you have to commit stuff, which sounds so final. Setup in desktop. Okay. Click. Remember. Open GitHub. Yeah, sure. Remember my choice. Why not? Hey, cool. So, clone a repository. GitHub Enterprise URL. Repository blankety blank. Local path. I guess so. That seems fair enough. So, question. Am I setting up a new file with this local path, or should I be linking it to my desktop file that had all three? Clone. Click on setup. Okay, so do a new folder, but do I want to? Don't select your current code. Okay, good. New folder, documents, GitHub. I can live with that. Totally fine. Clone. Ta-da. B-D-D-D. D-D-D-D. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. There's the number game stuff. Commit to master. No local changes. Open this repository in Finder? I think we need Finder. Commit to master. Now what do I do? And you can copy your existing code, drag and drop. Okay. Gonna drag it from my desktop because I can. Do some on this. Hey, cool. Look at that. Add local repository, local path. This directory does not appear to be a Git repository. Would you like... Oh. No. Bad. No. Yes. Bad. Run away. Publish branch? I want to publish a branch to GitHub. I don't know where to put my hands. This is very concerning. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't Git or Hub. I mean, I did the intro course on Codecademy like 200 plus days ago. Follow Langley's solution. Do not select your current code. Yeah, we didn't do that. It's a new folder. Don't select your current code. Now, you could copy your existing code into that folder. Copy. In Windows, take your code and copy all the files. Paste it into the new folder. GitHub created for this repository? Oh, 0 files changed. Okay, okay, hold on. Hold on. Shift, Command C, copy. Get ready for this. And paste. No, we pissed off the name. Open this. Close. Close. Bad, Steven. Wait, wait, wait. That was okay. That was good. We've got Git. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. Branches. References. Objects. No, no, no. Into hooks. Not hook stuff. That's just all of Git. Copy your 3 files. Paste it into GitHub BDX. Okay. Okay. Let's close that. Then these 3. There we go. Boom. God, I... Close. Damn, damn, damn. Holy sh... It worked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even actually did something relatively not terrible. That was close. That was close. Alright. Now I do something. Now I do something. We're almost there. I can smell it. I want to get to the point where I can click on commit to master, but we're not there just yet. I'm supposed to do something, right? What do I do now? Oh, you said remove DS store. How do I, uncheck? Should I? Okay. Should I remove it from the Git, or remove it from this file or repository, or just uncheck it? We'll never know. Never know. Summary. Number. Guessing game. Oh, this has been tragic. Okay, okay. Write a summary, description. Leave it for now. Fuck it. Okay, let's get this pushed. Okay, good, good. I like that. And, we'll leave it for now. We'll live dangerously. Commit to master. And... boom. Oh god, it's gone. Here's a fun fact. I think I moved the files instead of copied them. I moved the files instead of copying them. Check your GitHub, see what... okay, wait. An initial commit would be better. For each commit, write changes you've done. Might want to follow GitHub tutorial, GitHub and Bitbucket. Have great free ones online. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely need to check that out, because, again, the last GitHub tutorial I did, for both command line. Well, it was Git, and command line, and on a blank. But that was all through Code Academy, like 150 plus days ago or more. Okay, so there's that. Let's minimize this into that, and ha, look at this number game, cool. Oh, I pissed them off, did I not? It's still sad. Nothing, which makes me think there's a push button. Also, as a fun fact, the code stuff is gone because I moved it. Look for a push button. There's publish this branch to GitHub. Is that a thing? Publish? Maybe. I'm thinking it was publish. Open. And let's also, just because we can, select all of this. Copy. Or no, copy. Oh, copy 3 items. There we go. Oh my god. Chill. Not you guys. You guys are great. My ability to paste 3 items. There we go. We copied it. We're alive. We succeeded. Let's choose those 3. No, let's close out of that. Where is all of the stuff? Aha. Problems. Oh my god. Circling. Deuce. Ah. Did I drag it last? User Steam Wordo GitHub BDX game is already a repository. Close. Guys, I broke the internet. Publish a brand. There's total of 6. Last fetch data. Well, let's find out. Hey, JavaScript, that's new. What? No. It worked. I did it. I'm so exhausted, I can't, all I can do to celebrate is smile. Holy crap. Oh my god. I totally thought today was gonna be like a 30-minute stream. The last couple nights, they had been really short, but Jesus, this was some like 2.5-hour monstrosity. Yet again, somehow still not a lot of consistent high-level progress, but still a lot of good tips and general progress spread across the board. Very similar to the last 279 days in general. Misguided with good intentions, but good, nice. Okay, so there's that. We live. Alright, you did it, finally. Now people can follow your project and see your work as you... Oh, they can see this tragedy. From birth. Nice. Nice. Alright. Let's clear that out. And I don't think there's much more else to do. That was basically it. So we pushed our current stuff, and yeah, that's basically it for now. Good times. Thank you again, everyone, for all the help, assistance, commitment. Dear go, I mean, we would just be so far beyond lost without the assistance. We would still be stuck on day 2. Okay, so with that said, Zero Love, commit and push every day. Noted. So we'll update it and do the following. Oh, we can't even see I was looking at it on mine, but we've still got, what's it called, in the way. Close out of that. Ta-da. Oh, well, I say ta-da. It was missing. It was missing. The big reveal never even happened on stream. GitHub. See, there we go. I saw the little JavaScript marker. Right. Good times. Except it said 4 minutes when I had done the update. Atlanta. So that's what we're faced with. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Let's jump out of this into OBS. We can finally wind the stream down. Once more, thank you again so much to anyone and everyone who stopped by, whether it was just to view the stream and or to help out. It is all greatly appreciated. Today we had Zero Love, James Does Games, Kosi QQ, Langley, and the Coder Pig, along with, was there more? I'm just going through chat. Graysol. And I think that was most everyone who threw their 2 cents out into chat. So good times. Day 280 comes to an end, but the adventure continues tomorrow with day 281 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.